like thuggish gangsters.
Bad boy.
Bandana on. You know what I mean? What?
What's this?
I mean, like, to be, you know, wearing like a big old puffy coat in the summer or something. Bulges that are very obviously like guns. They would be like, I didn't do it.
Stop talking.
Was it West Virginia lady call?
Hi. Stop it.
Maybe
Stop.
Has a banjo.
Turn his mic off again.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Alyssa, and I just want to start off by saying happy 22nd birthday to my sister Morgan.
All right, Morgan.
And I was just wondering, out of the Marvel and DC universes, which superhero would you be and why?
I want to be Doomsday. I don't have any ideas for you.
Okay, yeah. I don't know.
Catwoman.
Oh, I'd make a mean Catwoman.
Dude,
The Halle
What?
Berry outfit.
Dare chick. Dare chick. Y'all never read? Oh, y'all are behind the times.
Stop. Stop.
Bat princess.
Yes. Yes.
Bat princess.
Bat Princess.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alyssa. She was like,
Answer accepted. All right.
thanks, I think I'm gonna look up Bat princess and Dare chick.
One of the things that he does
High five.
is
Yeah, I
he starts to laugh. I'm gonna foot five your face. As he starts to smile.
Elbows.
Gosh, man. Forget it. Hi.
No, finish.
Hi, my name's Chris. Thank you very much for being here. My second convention. I've had this question since last year. I didn't get picked last year, so it's for both of you. Which performance of the other was your favorite? Like Jared, what do you think Jensen's best performance was, and vice versa?
Wow, that's a great question. Wow.
Maybe there weren't any?
I know what you're doing, stupid. That's really difficult.
I would say Lucifer when he played this. I also thought I thought he did a pretty great job of Gadriel. Put a lot of like extra thought into that, which you normally don't do. Yeah, when he's playing Sam and he puts zero thought into it. It's, no, I thought, I mean, there's several to choose from, but more than several. Those were certainly a couple of my favorites.
Yeah, I can't remember the episode names, and it was never when he played a different version. Right, you know, it's never when he plays it. But either way, that's what I always thought worked really well for the show and for Jensen and for Dean were the moments where we see Dean's vulnerability. And it goes back to really early on to the phone call outside the gas station that we just shot up earlier this year, like calling Dad and seeing where this gruff exterior comes from. And it's probably easy, I don't play Dean, so I don't know, but it's probably a bit easier to play the gruff, swashbuckling, devil-may-care Han Solo type. So finding that layer of, when he's talking about how he tortured people in hell, and that kind of like the shame and when you see a bit of somebody's shame, like when your phone rings during just kidding. When you see like a little bit of like shame and fear, then it makes it's the glue that holds the character together. It sounds cliche. So when he's done these bits, or like looking after Sammy, or doing whatever it takes, and you see it's from a place of real legitimate care and love, and they've been peppered in every season, not ever in the form of another character, but it's hard to play the tough guy and the guy that's not scared of anything, and then be able to tap into that vulnerability. And that makes it all make sense. So.
Hi, my name's Marlena. So I'm a mom, but I wanted to ask you guys as parents of young children, when do you think you are going to allow the kids to watch Supernatural, and how are you going to deal with more difficult character developments, like when
Sam and Ruby, like that character development? What are you getting at, Marlena?
I guess it's because my kids are 10, 7, and they want to watch it, and I'm making those decisions and whether they're ready for it. But as dads, now here's Dad on TV, so it's, how are you going to plan on dealing with that?
Great question, and one that I know we think about a lot because we talk about it. Not so much as like, when are you going to show them, but about, so my boys and his girl, when we leave Austin to go to work, we're like, hey, we're going to work. And they're all, like, hey, you're going to work. And so it's not like, well, we're just going to go for a walk. We can come back a week later. So they know a little bit of what we do. The TV has been on before, and it's been us. I know in my house, or like when they're on the iPad and they go to YouTube or something, and it's like recommended because one time you watched a gag reel, so it's like recommended. Sam gets killed by blah blah blah. They're like, oh, Daddy. I actually had a funny earlier this year. Now that y'all seen the torture scene, I had the stuff on my face and blood and fake cuts, and I get a FaceTime from my wife, and so. And I'm like, oh, great, I'm in my trailer or something, and I answer it, and I'm holding it, and then the noise, and it goes to my son, Tom. And he's like, Daddy, what's on your face? Oh, and so I'm showing him, I'm like, no, look, it's not real, look, it never hurt, it's like a tattoo, because they have like little dragon stickers, and fly tattoos, which you put upside down, you get it wet, and you pull it off, it's like, hey, scare mommy, there's a fly on you, they think it's the coolest thing in the world. And so I went back to my special effects makeup artists who did it, and I was like, hey guys, do y'all mind giving me, I'm going to be home this weekend. My son was freaking out thinking that I was like really hurt because it looked so real. I tweeted a picture of it, like it looks real. The same day I was Facebooking them, or Facebook, whatever it's called, FaceTiming. And so I took some home, I took some injuries home, and I was like, hey guys, do y'all remember Daddy and he was hurt and it wasn't real? Like, do you want to do it? And Shep was like, no. And Tom was like, me neither. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess they're over. He goes, wait, is it just like a tattoo? And I was like, just like a tattoo. He's like, okay. And so we go, and I get a little, it looks like a scrape. I actually have a video of it. It's phenomenal. I put it on, and he's watching me, he's sitting on the bathroom floor, and I get the little tattoo injury, and I put it on his knee. And then I get the towel and I run under the sink and kind of squeegee out the excess water and hold it on. And he's like, we're counting, and 10 seconds goes by or whatever. And I pull the towel off, and he's like, from this to.
Yeah, it looks like a giant gash in his leg.
And he's going, blood, blood. And
Screaming. So what does Jared do? He goes and gets his phone. His 4-year-old is like, he's like, hang on, Tom. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong?
that looks bad, Tom. That looks real bad.
So then Jen comes running in and she's going to like pull it off. He's like, no, touch it, no, touch it.
And he is flipping out. Totally flipping out. And he was there the whole time. And he's like my brave kid who falls. He's like, I'm fine. But he was just absolutely flipping out. They're kind of because they're made to be injuries. And like these were specifically made to be able to get sprayed with water when they were doing the water torture and not fall off. Like it wasn't like, oh, okay, I'll just rinse it under water, it's gonna fall off. Like it took a little bit. We had to like cover it with a towel. And I was like hanging out with him in the bathroom, going like, all right, buddy, peeking under. Is it gone? Pretty soon. But it looks so real. It looks so real that he flipped out. So I think
Child abuse is alive and well in the Padalecki household.
So there's certain things that I don't think I want them to see too much.
Judging from that reaction, for sure.
Judging from that reaction.
Yeah, it'll certainly be a while before, and who knows? Maybe they won't be into that. They'll want to watch something else. But luckily we haven't. We're not quite at those decision-making phases yet. But they're coming soon, for sure. So I guess we'll deal with it when we have to. There's going to be a whole other whack of shows on at that point. Supernatural will still be on, of course. But
and you said yours are 7 and 10.
Yes.
Do they watch?
My 10-year-old wants to. He's very into the DC Marvel and all
Yeah.
that. So I allow him to watch it. And every once in a while, my younger one, when it's a more funny episode,
Sure.
She, like when he got scared by the cat.
And at 7 and 10, especially if it's not daddy on screen, I think it's easy to explain, like to pretend and I remember my brother watched Flight of the Phoenix and I died and he said he had to like get up out of the room. He's like, it was just weird, man. It just was weird. He's like, he's a doctor, he's rational, he's like, but it just was like, I'm gonna get up, and he like left the movie theater. I mean, he was fine, he don't like laugh about it. He's okay. But yeah, thank you. Give it up for a fellow member of the SBN family, Danielle.
We can enjoy the fact that the last question moment is being shared with Bob Singer. We've never had Bob here.
That's right. Never had a Bob Singer last question moment. This is unprecedented.
This is the first.
Or with Twitter. This is Bob wildly excited. What is your
Contain
question?
yourself right now.
Okay, mostly bad things have happened to the Winchesters that have contributed to their character development. What do you want to happen to them further until the end of the season, and what will help them develop more?
Retirement. Massages, steak dinners, wine. Well, he probably knows definitely knows where it's going, so he's going to be like Ugh, that's not where this is going. I think one of the things that, as far as Sam is concerned, that we get to explore this year that we haven't had the chance to yet, obviously, is his relationship with his mom. So even if it's whether it's good or bad, and whether it turns out to be a happy ending or the present tragic ending of the Falls of Winchesters, I feel like whatever happens, it seems like Sam and Dean have been able to meet each other and keep going. So I don't know what's happening.
I would say I would like to have, and I'm not sure how it would work legitimately, but maybe in like an alternate universe episode or arc, or maybe even just a very long dream sequence, is have like an all-star gang all together fighting the fight. Bring back like all the heavy hitters and even some of the light ones. And
I am God, I will smite you.
and then you know, you can just at the end of the episode, like, you know, Dean wakes up, he's like, Sam, I had this crazy dream. Boom, credits.
Did you say all-star?
All-star gang. Yes.
He's writing it down. So
He's doing the math. Are they all flying?
If it's going to be all-star, you guys might have to make a little cut and pay.
that's fine.
Done. I assume you'd be fine with
Yeah, I will say that there's many different roads the brothers could go down. Luckily, the show has taken us down quite a few already, and luckily with the guidance of Bob and several others, there's many more roads to travel down. Where those go, we don't know. They don't let us make those decisions, thankfully. However, it is always nice, Bob, to have some fan favorites come back to the show. Because they're not just fan favorites, they're cast and crew favorites too.
I'm glad Bob came out on stage, for those of you who haven't seen him or met him, because I want you to remember this face. Because we always say, like, Jared and Jensen, it's the boys and this and that, but there have been several occasions, and there will be several occasions, that if this gentleman next to me walked away, the show would no longer be around. So, if the show would find him.
And guess what? He's actually tried to walk away a few times.
We all have.
And he's like, hey, Bob, you can't walk away. He's like, I know. She said, why would you want to walk away from this?
I'm not here often, but when I see this, it just rejuvenates me and
Inspiring.
it really is.
Yeah.
The first time I saw a convention was in Vancouver, and I came out. The boys let me come out and kind of hawk a few books for charity. I had heard about this, but it just knocks your socks off. And when you're behind the scenes the way I am, you don't expect the love and adulation that you get. So it's you know. So I like to come
That's
and do
the
this every once in a
family way.
while. Just to it charges my battery. Let's put it that way.
On that note, guys, from the three of us and Danielle,
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, guys.